Part of the process for having an interview channel on YouTube is finding interesting people to interview. And if you ever followed my content, I've interviewed some really, really interesting people. Now, how do I find these people? I have to reach out to them. I got to message them. I have to do what I got to do. So I message them on Instagram. I message them on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter. If I have their email address, I email them. If I have their number, I'll text them. If I know somebody that knows somebody, I'll ask them to ask. Any which way I can get them to come on and give us an interesting story so that my content is great. And I bring you guys great interviews. And also part of the process is getting rejected. I mean, I am no stranger to rejection, but most people just ignore me, or they'll say, I can't do it right now, I'm busy. Those are basically the two I get all the time. But once in a while, I get a very interesting way that I get rejected. And this one was probably the best. I reached out to John Pennisi. Now, who is John Pennisi? John Pennisi is now a YouTuber. He has a show called Sit Down News, where he talks about mafia events. That's all he talks about is mafia events. But he is a former member of the Lucchese crime family himself. He's a former member of the Lucchese crime family. He did 17 years in prison for manslaughter. Later on, turned state's evidence, left the life, and now is a YouTuber, which is great. And you might be saying to yourself, why would you do a reaction video to this man? I just can't resist the urge. This was like monumental rejection. So I DM'd him on Instagram, and let me show you what happened. I'm just going to show you the email. Okay, here we go. So I DM'd him, and that night I come home, check my laptop, and here we go, Mr. Livia. My name is Hollow, and I'm a member of the Sit Down News team. We received a request via Instagram, direct message for an interview request. I have forwarded the request to our media people and John's manager. Media people? Wow, you got a whole team. All right. All I got is me and this microphone. Presently, John is working with a production company on a project and will be tied up over the next few months. You could have stopped right there. That's it. It could have ended right there, and I would have been like, all right, no big deal. But no, we continue. Please provide us with your subscriber count and the average views per video. Well, that shows me that you're interested in only larger platforms. Otherwise, why would you want my subscriber count and my average views per video? As the media team will request it, John will personally look over your channel as well and who you've interviewed in the past. A deciding factor besides the team's advice will be if you vet your guests before interviewing them. In this business, guests must carefully be vetted to ensure what they're telling viewers is true and accurate. In addition, because of a great deal of negativity taking place on YouTube, what we in the industry called, quote, cloud chasing, end quote. I've never heard of cloud chasing, C-L-O-U-D, like a thunderstorm cloud. I've heard of clout chasing, never heard of cloud chasing. John will not appear if any of your previous guests have participated in the aforementioned. We wish you the best of success with your podcast. Someone will be responding back with an answer. So I respond back and I give the link to my podcast and I say, I have 3,720 presently subscribed. I have interviewed, and I go on to name all the people in his genre, in this mafia genre that I've interviewed: Larry Mazza, Frankie Steele, Hootie Russo, Rita Gigante, so on and so forth. So they messaged me back again. Mr. Livia, hi, my name is Vanessa. Okay, first we had Harlow, now we have Vanessa. John's got a big team, apparently. I am part of John's media team. Unfortunately, we're going to pass on the interview. We thank you for your interest and wish you all the best. So now, of course, and you know, we could have just ended at he's very busy. Now I got my wheels turning. Like, what is it about my channel that you don't want to come on, right? Okay, so I ask. I appreciate the quick response. I respect your decision. Can you tell me why? And this is when it gets really fun. Mr. Livia, I am not authorized to give the reasons why. There were a few. I'd love to know what the few are so I can correct them so John could get on my fucking podcast. I can give you advice that I believe my coworker Harlow touched on. Vet your guests before platforming them. This is nothing personal. John and I had a conversation, and he told me you seem like a nice guy. Oh, thanks. I'm great. You think I'm a nice guy. He's not a big fan of interviews, and our team has declined much larger channels for various reasons. We do wish you much success and growth with your podcast. Enjoy you. And I talk about a backhanded compliment. Jesus Christ. So let's talk about vetting. I'm not a private eye. I'm not David Letterman on NBC. It's me and my microphone and a laptop. When it comes to YouTube, I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. All I have is me and fucking Katie. Holy shit. John, you literally hire a team to shit on people like me that want to interview you. You could have just said you're busy. Well, that's all right. It's okay. It's no big deal. But I had to bring it to YouTube because I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was a fantastic way to shit on somebody. Next time, just tell me you're busy, and I'll get the hint, just like I got every other hint at that. Do people tell me they're busy? All right, John. Hopefully, you can check this out, and maybe you'll come on my channel now. Otherwise, I wish you much success and have a good night.